I got the text from my fiancé, Kyle, on December 18th at 2:47 p.m. while I was wrapping presents in my office break room. We were supposed to get married on December 23rd, 5 days away. A Christmas wedding at the Evergreen Estate, the most beautiful venue in town, all decorated with white lights and pine garlands, and everything I'd dreamed about since I was 12 years old. The text said, "Hey babe, need to talk to you about something. Amber reached out yesterday. Her mom just passed away, and she's really struggling with the grief. I know the timing isn't great, but I'm going to stay at her place Wednesday and Thursday night to help her through this. Just want to be there for her before we start our life together. Nothing weird, I promise. The wedding's still on. Love you so much. Can't wait to marry you." Amber. His ex-girlfriend of 6 years, who he swore meant nothing to him anymore when we started dating 3 years ago. I read it 4 times. Then I typed back, "Okay, do what you need to do." He responded in 30 seconds. "You're seriously the best. This is exactly why I'm marrying you. You're so understanding and mature. Most girls would freak out. I'm so lucky. See you at the altar, Mrs. Cooper." I stared at my phone for a solid 3 minutes. Then I picked it up and started making calls. First call, the Evergreen Estate. "Hi, this is Emma Richardson. I have a wedding booked for December 23rd. I need to cancel everything." The coordinator, Michelle, gasped. "Oh no! Emma, is everything all right? That's only 5 days away." "I'm aware. Cancel it all. The ceremony, the reception, the catering, the florals, everything." "You'll lose your deposit. That's $8,500. "That's fine." "Are you absolutely certain? This is very sudden." "I've never been more certain of anything in my life. Process the cancellation immediately, please." Second call, the honeymoon villa in the Maldives. Canceled. Lost another $3,200. Didn't blink. Third call, my maid of honor, Rachel. "Rach, the wedding's off." "What? Emma, what happened?" I forwarded her the text. She was quiet for 10 seconds. Then, "Are you fucking kidding me? He actually thought you'd be cool with that." "Apparently." "What do you need me to do?" "Tell the bridesmaids I'm handling everything else." By 7 p.m. on December 18th, everything was canceled. The photographer, the DJ, the cake, the vintage car rental, the hair and makeup team, all of it. I'd already started packing my things from the townhouse we rented together. Kyle was at his company's Christmas party. Convenient. I only took what was mine. Left his grandmother's engagement ring on the kitchen counter with a post-it note that said, "Foreclosure." Here's the beautiful part. Kyle's cousin Jenna was a coordinator at the Evergreen Estate. She wasn't working that day, but the cancellation would definitely go through their system, and she'd definitely see it. I turned my phone off and drove to Rachel's apartment to wait. The explosion started at 10:52 p.m. Rachel was monitoring Instagram. I'd already blocked Kyle and everyone in his family. According to Rachel, Jenna had posted a story from some Christmas cocktail party. Her, Kyle's mom Linda, and Kyle's sister Haley, all in ugly Christmas sweaters, holding champagne flutes, celebrating. Then at 10:58, the venue's automated system sent a confirmation email about the cancellation to both Kyle and his mother Linda. Linda had insisted on being copied on all vendor communications because she was paying for half. Rachel showed me Jenna's next Instagram story posted at 10:58. "Emergency! Someone please tell me where Emma is. This has to be a mistake."
The texts to Rachel started at 11:03. Rachel screenshotted everything for me. "Jenna, is Emma with you? Kyle's mom just got an email that the wedding's canceled." Rachel, "She's here." Jenna, "This is a mistake, right? Some system error?" Rachel, "No mistake." Jenna, "What happened?" Rachel, "Ask Kyle about Amber." 10 minutes of silence. Then, "You're both being dramatic. Kyle's just helping a friend. You're ruining Emma's wedding over nothing." Rachel, "Emma ruined her own wedding." Interesting take. The next wave came from Linda herself. 23 missed calls to Rachel's phone in 15 minutes. The voicemails were gold. This is absolutely ridiculous. The wedding is in 5 days. You tell Emma to call me right now. We have 180 guests coming from all over the country. Some are already here. This is childish. Kyle did nothing wrong. He's being compassionate. We're going to lose thousands of dollars because Emma can't handle her fiancé being a good person. Rachel saved every single one. But here's where it got really good. Around midnight, Amber herself started texting Rachel. How did she get her number? Hi, this is Amber. I got your number from Kyle. Please tell Emma this is all a huge misunderstanding. My mom really did just die, and Kyle's just being supportive. Nothing is going to happen. He loves Emma. He's really going to throw away his whole wedding over 2 nights. Tell her to please be reasonable. Rachel just responded, your mom died and you want Emma's fiancé to sleep over for 2 nights right before his wedding? What part of that sounds reasonable? Amber, he's not sleeping over. He's just staying late to talk. For 2 nights? Does he turn into a pumpkin at midnight? This is exactly why Kyle said Emma's insecure. And yet he's single now. Funny how that works. The best part? Kyle's brother Scott posted a video from the Christmas party aftermath on his Instagram story. Kyle was sitting in his car in the parking lot, head in his hands, while his mom stood outside the driver's window screaming at him. Someone in the background said, maybe Amber can marry you instead. Kyle yelled, Amber is why this happened. There was nothing going to happen. So much for just being supportive. Wednesday morning, December 19th. The day Kyle was supposed to go to Amber's for his first night of support. I woke up in Rachel's guest room to her showing me her phone. Kyle had posted on Facebook at 4:23 a.m. To all our friends and family planning to celebrate with us this Saturday, it's with a broken heart that I have to announce our wedding has been postponed due to Emma's mental health struggles. She's been dealing with severe anxiety and trust issues, making accusations that aren't true. I'm committed to standing by her and getting her the help she needs. Please keep us both in your thoughts during this difficult time. Mental health struggles, trust issues, accusations? I made my first and only public post. I screenshotted his original text about Amber, posted it to my Instagram story and Facebook, and wrote, no mental health crisis, no trust issues, no false accusations. Kyle texted me on December 18th that he'd be spending Wednesday and Thursday night at his ex-girlfriend's house 2 nights before our Christmas wedding. I told him to do what he needed to do, and I canceled everything. That's it. Also, Amber's mom isn't dead. She posted photos from her yoga class yesterday morning. Tag says Palm Springs. Do with that information what you will. The comments exploded in 4 minutes. My cousin Lauren, I knew something was off about him. My college roommate, the audacity. Kyle's own friend from work. Bro, what were you thinking? But Wednesday afternoon brought the real circus. Kyle showed up at Rachel's apartment with backup. Linda, his dad George, his sister Haley, and Amber. They actually brought Amber. Rachel filmed it on her Ring doorbell with my permission.
Linda started immediately. Emma Richardson, you open the store right now. We are going to discuss this like adults. George, young lady, I don't know what kind of game you're playing, but you're going to fix this. Do you understand how much money we've spent? Kyle, Em, please, you're not thinking straight. Just talk to me for 5 minutes. Then Amber, this absolute clown, goes, Emma, I know you're upset, but Kyle and I are just friends. You're being really immature about this. Rachel's voice came through the speaker. Did you seriously bring the woman he was going to spend 2 nights with to convince her to take him back? Silence. Then Kyle. It wasn't like that. Rachel. Then what was it like? Longer silence. Kyle. I just wanted to make sure there were no unresolved feelings before I got married. And were there? Even longer silence. Kyle. That's not the point. Rachel. It's exactly the point. George tried a different approach. Look, we have 180 guests. Some have already flown in. The rehearsal dinner is Friday night. You can't do this to us. Rachel, she already did. Amber stepped forward. If I could just talk to Emma, woman to woman. Rachel, you're literally the last person who should be here right now. Haley finally spoke. Emma, Kyle made a mistake, but you're embarrassing him. You're embarrassing all of us. Kyle lost it. No, I don't get to be embarrassed. I don't get to be humiliated. Em, I know you're listening. You're being cruel. You're going to regret this for the rest of your life. I was the best thing that ever happened to you. The best thing that ever happened to me. There it was. Rachel, anything else, Linda? We're going to tell everyone what she's really like. She's going to be known as the girl who destroyed Christmas over nothing. Rachel, Kyle already posted the receipts. Anything else? They stood there for another 12 minutes making various threats before the building's property manager came out and told them to leave or she'd call the police. But the Wednesday night update was the best part. Kyle went to Amber's apartment anyway, posted an Instagram story from her couch, 2 wine glasses visible on the coffee table, Christmas tree in the background, caption, "Sometimes the universe shows you where you're supposed to be. Merry Christmas to me." Guess the wedding being canceled didn't affect those support plans. Thursday morning, December 20th, started with a call from the country club where the rehearsal dinner was supposed to happen. Kyle and Linda were there demanding they honor the reservation, even though I'd canceled it 2 days ago. The events manager, Patricia, called me because the reservation was under my credit card. Miss Richardson, there seems to be some confusion. Mr. Cooper and his mother are here insisting the rehearsal dinner is still happening tomorrow night. There's no confusion, Patricia. It's canceled. Mrs. Cooper is saying she'll pay for it herself. That's fine, but it needs to be a new reservation. The Richardson-Cooper rehearsal dinner is canceled. Understood. Oh, and Miss Richardson, she's asking us to charge your card for her new reservation. When I explained we couldn't do that, she became quite upset. I heard screaming in the background. Is that her now? I'm afraid so. She's demanding to speak with you. I'm good. Thanks, Patricia. Have a nice day. An hour later, George called from a number I didn't recognize. I'd blocked all of them. Emma, this is George Cooper. I'm at the country club. They're about to call the police on Linda and Kyle. Is this really what you want? I want nothing, George. I'm just living my life. You're destroying Kyle's. Kyle made his choices. 2 nights with Amber, remember? You're ending everything over a text? George, did Kyle tell you he posted from Amber's apartment last night after everything was already canceled, with wine glasses and a caption about the universe? Silence. Yeah, I said. Still think I'm overreacting? He hung up. The rehearsal dinner saga was documented beautifully by Kyle's gossipy cousin on TikTok. Apparently, Linda and Kyle tried to host an alternative celebration at some Italian restaurant in town. 18 people showed up out of 70 invited. Amber was one of them. She sat right next to Kyle, held his hand on the table. Kyle's own brother Scott left when he saw that, posted a story not participating in whatever this is. But Thursday night, December 20th, was legendary. Kyle did a Facebook Live video, wine drunk, crying, the whole performance. I just want everyone to know the truth. Emma is painting me as this cheater, but I never cheated. I was trying to be a good friend as someone who lost her mother. Amber needed support. Emma told me it was fine. She said, do what you need to do. How is this my fault? Someone commented, you're literally at Amber's apartment right now. Kyle tried to move his phone, but everyone had already seen Amber's distinctive pink velvet couch and her massive Christmas tree. This isn't, we're just talking. Another comment. Didn't you say Emma was having a mental health crisis? She is. She's being irrational. Who cancels a Christmas wedding over a text message? Comment.
Someone whose fiancé told them he was spending 2 nights at his ex's place. Kyle started ugly crying. You don't understand. Amber and I have history. Emma never understood that connection. She never understood what we had. Someone screen recorded the entire thing. It was 17 minutes long. The video ended with Amber taking his phone and saying, "Baby, you're making it worse. Stop. Baby." Baby. Friday morning, December 21st. I woke up at Rachel's place to the smell of coffee and the sound of my phone vibrating non-stop. I'd unblocked a few people just to see what was happening. 53 text messages, 41 missed calls, hundreds of Instagram notifications. Kyle's Facebook Live had been shared 2,847 times. Rachel handed me coffee. You need to see this. She showed me her phone. Kyle's Aunt Carol had posted in the family Facebook group at 6 a.m. I'm absolutely disgusted. I just watched Kyle's video and then found Emma's post with the actual screenshots. Kyle lied to all of us. He told us Emma had a breakdown. Meanwhile, he's been at that woman's house since Wednesday drinking wine and calling her baby. I'm not coming to any wedding. I'm not supporting this. George and Linda, you raised him better than this. I'm ashamed. 42 family members had liked it. Kyle's grandmother commented, I agree with Carol. I taught my grandson about honor and integrity. This is neither. Emma, sweetheart, you dodged a bullet. I'm praying for you. His own grandmother. But Friday brought something even better. The venue called me at 10:30 a.m. Michelle from the Evergreen Estate. Emma, I'm so sorry to bother you, but Kyle and his mother Linda are here at the venue with about 40 people. They're saying the wedding is still happening tomorrow and we need to accommodate them. I'm sorry, what? They have guests in formal wear. Kyle's in a suit. They're demanding we set up the ceremony space. Michelle, we canceled everything. There's another event there tomorrow, a corporate holiday party. I know, that's what I told them, but they're refusing to leave. Linda is screaming that we're ruining Christmas. Kyle keeps saying you'll show up tomorrow because you love him. Emma, I might need to call the police. Do what you need to do. I'm not coming. There's no wedding. I understand. I'm so sorry you're going through this. Michelle, can I ask you something? How much did they lose in deposits? Between you and Linda's contributions, about $14,300. Perfect. Worth every penny.
By noon, Kyle's sister Haley posted on Instagram, "Most humiliating day of my life. Mom and Kyle tried to force a wedding that doesn't exist. The venue called the cops. We're all standing in the parking lot in formal wear while tech consultants walk past us for their holiday party. I can't even look at my brother right now." The video showed exactly what she described. Linda, in a burgundy mother of the groom dress, crying. Kyle, in his full tuxedo, looking pale. About 40 confused relatives standing around in the December cold. One of Kyle's cousins could be heard saying, "I flew from Seattle for this. I spent $900 on plane tickets." Kyle's response, "Emma will come around. She always does. She'll show up tomorrow." The delusion was spectacular. Friday afternoon brought the plot twist I didn't see coming. Amber's mother showed up at the venue. Alive. Healthy. Very much not dead. According to Haley's continued Instagram documentation, Amber's mom, Christine, pulled into the parking lot because she'd heard about the chaos and wanted to see what her daughter had done. The video showed Christine walking straight up to Kyle and Linda. "Are you Kyle Cooper?" "Yes. Who are you?" "I'm Christine Holloway, Amber's mother, the one who supposedly died." Kyle's face went white. Christine continued, "My daughter told me she lied to you about me dying so you'd come over and comfort her. She said it would help you realize you still had feelings for her. She wanted to break up your engagement." Linda stepped forward. "That's not true. Amber wouldn't." "My daughter has done this before. She broke up her last boyfriend from his fiancé the same way, made up a family emergency.
I am tired of cleaning up her messes. Kyle, you're a fool. And you, she turned to Linda, you're a bigger fool for supporting this. Christine pulled out her phone and showed them something. These are the texts between me and Amber from Tuesday. She literally wrote, I told Kyle you died. He's coming over Wednesday. I'm getting him back, Mom. Emma's too boring for him anyway. The parking lot went dead silent. Kyle stammered, She said you were dying of cancer. I have never had cancer. I teach Pilates 6 days a week. Do I look like I'm dying? She didn't. Christine looked like she could run a marathon. Kyle's Uncle Dave, who'd been filming on his phone, said, Well, this is something. Linda tried to salvage it. Even so, Kyle was just being compassionate. Emma overreacted. Christine cut her off. Your son posted a video last night calling her baby and talking about their connection. He humiliated his fiancé publicly. He's not a victim here. He's pathetic. She walked away. Kyle stood there in his tuxedo, frozen. Jenna whispered loud enough for everyone to hear, I'm related to an idiot. Friday night, December 21st, the night before what was supposed to be my Christmas wedding. I was at my parents' house. They lived 2 hours away in a cabin near the mountains. My mom made hot chocolate. My dad wrapped me in a blanket on the couch. We watched Christmas movies. My phone buzzed around 8 p.m. A text from Kyle. I'm at our townhouse. Your townhouse now, I guess. I'm packing my stuff. I just want you to know I'm sorry. I messed up. I don't know what I was thinking. Amber lied about everything. I should have never texted you about going over there. I should have just told her no. But Emma, I love you. I've always loved you. Is there any chance we can fix this? Any chance at all? I stared at the message for 3 full minutes. Then I typed, Kyle, you posted a video calling her baby. You held her hand at dinner. You said I never understood your connection with her. You told people I had mental health issues. Your own grandmother is ashamed of you. No, there's no chance. Merry Christmas. He tried calling 17 times. I blocked him again. My mom squeezed my hand. You did the right thing, sweetheart. I know. You want to know how I know you know? How? Because you're not crying. You're angry, but you're not heartbroken. That tells me everything. She was right. I wasn't heartbroken. I was furious, but I wasn't sad. I'd been sad for months during the relationship. Sad when Kyle compared me to Amber constantly. Sad when he'd text her just as friends but hide his phone. Sad when he told me during an argument that I should be grateful he chose me. The text about Amber wasn't the problem. It was the solution. Saturday, December 22nd. My wedding day, that wasn't. I woke up at the cabin. Snow was falling outside. My mom made gingerbread pancakes. My dad played Frank Sinatra Christmas songs. It was peaceful. Rachel texted me at 11 a.m. You need to see this. Kyle showed up at the venue, alone, in his tuxedo, with your bouquet. He's standing outside the Evergreen estate waiting for you. She sent photos. Kyle in his full wedding tuxedo, holding a bouquet of white roses and pine, standing in the snow outside the venue, alone. The corporate holiday party was happening inside. People kept walking past him, confused. He stood there for 4 hours. Rachel sent updates every 30 minutes. 11:30 a.m. Still there. Someone asked if he was a decoration. 12:45 a.m. Still there. He's crying now. 2:15 p.m. Security asked him to leave. He won't. 3:30 p.m. Police came. He's being escorted off the property. The final photo showed Kyle being walked to his car by 2 officers, still holding the bouquet, mascara running down his face. My dad saw the photos over my shoulder. Is that supposed to make you feel bad for him? I think so. Does it? Not even a little bit. Good girl. The fallout over the next few weeks was spectacular. Kyle and Amber officially got together. They posted a relationship status on Facebook on December 27th. Christmas night, apparently, was when they made it official. But comments were brutal. Shortest mourning period in history. At least Emma doesn't have to waste a divorce on you. This is absolutely unhinged behavior. Kyle's friend Trevor commented, "Bro, read the room." They moved in together after New Year's. Not to Kyle's townhouse, to Amber's studio apartment. Turns out Kyle couldn't afford the townhouse rent on his own, and I'd already told the landlord I wouldn't be renewing. Amber's studio was 450 square feet above a laundromat. Kyle's brother Scott posted a photo of them helping Kyle move in. Caption, "From a 3-bedroom townhouse to above a suds and stuff. Character development." But here's the best part. Linda and George separated in January. Apparently, George was furious when he learned the full truth about Amber's lies and Kyle's behavior. He'd been kept in the dark a lot of it because Linda had been encouraging the whole Amber situation. Turns out Linda never liked me, thought I was too simple, not ambitious enough. She'd actually told Kyle multiple times he could do better. I'm a graphic designer making $87,000 a year with my own small client base on the side, but sure, Linda, simple. George sent me an apology email on January 19th. "Emma, I'm filing for separation from Linda. I failed as a father. I should have raised Kyle to be a man of integrity. You deserved so much better than what my family put you through. I'm ashamed of my son's behavior and my wife's role in encouraging it. You showed more strength and dignity in one day than Kyle has in his entire life. I wish you nothing but happiness. You dodged a nuclear bomb. Sincerely, George." I sent back, "Thank you, George. I hope you find peace. You were always kind to me."
February brought the chaos I'd been waiting for. Kyle tried to propose to Amber. According to Jenna, who'd completely switched sides and now texted me updates regularly, Kyle took Amber to the same restaurant where he'd proposed to me, got down on one knee, had a ring and everything. Amber said no, in front of the entire restaurant. Her exact words, according to multiple witnesses, "Are you insane? We've been together for 2 months. You're still not over Emma. You talk about her constantly. You compare me to her. Last week, you called me Emma during sex. I'm not marrying you. I just wanted to win." She walked out. Kyle sat there on one knee for a full minute before the waiter asked him to get up because he was blocking the aisle. Jenna sent me the video. Someone recorded the whole thing. I watched it 4 times. Amber was right about one thing. Kyle wasn't over me, but not because he loved me, because I was the one who got away, the one who said no, the one who didn't tolerate his nonsense. I'd bruised his ego, and he couldn't handle it. March brought the final update. Kyle tried to reach out one last time. He sent a message through my cousin Lauren. "Tell Emma I'm sorry. Tell her I know I ruined the best thing I ever had. Tell her I think about her every day. Tell her if she ever wants to talk, I'm here." I sent back through Lauren. "Tell Kyle I haven't thought about him since December. Tell him I'm doing great. Tell him to lose my number." Because I was doing great. I got a promotion at work in February, senior design lead, $102,000 salary. I started rock climbing in January, joined a gym, made new friends. And in March, I met someone. His name was Julian. He worked at the climbing gym, instructor, certified paramedic on weekends. Kindest smile I'd ever seen. We got coffee after a climbing session, then dinner, then a weekend hiking trip. He knew the whole story. I told him everything on our 3rd date. His response? "So you're telling me you're smart, you're strong, you don't tolerate disrespect, and you can cancel an entire wedding in 3 hours? You're kind of terrifying. I'm into it." We took things slow. No rush, no pressure, no ex-girlfriends needing closure. Julian's ex-girlfriend was named Sophie. They'd broken up 4 years ago.
She was married now with a baby. He showed me her Instagram. See? Moved on, like adults do. It was refreshing. Last week, I ran into Amber at Target. She was alone, looked tired, sweatpants, messy bun, dark circles. She saw me and froze. I kept walking. She followed me. "Emma, wait." I stopped, turned around. "I'm sorry," she said. "I'm sorry for everything. Kyle and I broke up. He's miserable. He talks about you constantly. He regrets everything. I know that doesn't fix what I did, but I wanted you to know." Okay. That's it? Just okay? What do you want me to say, Amber? You lied about your mom dying to break up my engagement. You got what you wanted, Kyle. And then you didn't want him. That's not my problem. He loved you, you know. He still does. No, he doesn't. He loves the idea of me, the version that tolerated his disrespect. I'm not her anymore. Do you ever think about what could have been? If you'd just forgiven him? I smiled. Never. Not once. Merry Christmas, Amber. I walked away. She didn't follow. It's December again now, 1 year later. Julian and I are still together. We're talking about moving in together in the spring. Nothing rushed, just natural progression. My parents love him. My friends love him. Rachel says he's the anti-Kyle, which might be the best compliment anyone's ever given him.
I drive past the evergreen estate sometimes. They've still got the Christmas lights up. Still beautiful. I don't feel sad. I don't feel regret. I feel grateful. Grateful that Kyle sent that text. Grateful that I trusted my gut. Grateful that I chose myself. The wedding would have been a mistake. The marriage would have been a nightmare. The divorce would have been expensive and exhausting. That text on December 18th was a gift wrapped in audacity, and I unwrapped it perfectly. Kyle texted me yesterday, 1 year later, from a new number. "I know you've moved on. I know I don't deserve a response, but I need you to know I'm sorry. I threw away the best thing in my life. Merry Christmas, Emma. I hope you're happy." I showed Julian. He raised an eyebrow. "You gonna respond?" "Nope. Not even a little bit?" Not even a little bit. I blocked the number and deleted the message. Kyle Cooper is not my circus anymore. He never was.